Hello, for today's music lesson, we are going to do something very similar to last week. So last week we learned about South American instruments and some music. This week we're going to learn about some instruments from Africa. So let's look through our checklist. Number 1 is to watch my video. Number 2 is the Pear Deck that has all the information, and this is the same Pear Deck that you had last week. So if I go back, last week you should have filled out all of the orange slides for South America. This week we're going to look at all of the blue slides for Africa. Alright, so the first slide you're going to fill in is color in Africa on the map. And for this, you're going to use the little coloring tool and you're going to color in Africa. All right, you can either look it up or if you know where Africa is, go ahead, color it in. Slide number 2 is going to be our 3 instruments. So I'm actually going to click up on this top link just so we can see that we have Africa here. And if you got it wrong before, you can go back and change and color in the correct Africa. All right, and then on the bottom, we're only going to be looking at these 3 instruments. So we have a djembe, danoon, and then a hatse. So you're going to click on all of them one at a time. So for example, let's go through the djembe together. So when you open the screen, there's a little introduction. It tells you what country it's from. You get a little playing sample. And then on the bottom, there are these little tabs, and you're gonna click through all the tabs. So the first one, our introduction, is a short little video that explains what the instrument is. You're gonna play it on your own. Alright, next tab is a 360 view. You can look at the instrument, read a little bit about it. And then the last 2 tabs are going to be some playing challenges. Alright, so we have 2 drums today. For the 2 drums, you can just use your hands. If you have a real drum, great, you can do that. But if you don't, you can of course always just use your hands and kind of drum on your table or on a desk or maybe even on your legs. So for example, you're going to watch the video.
The djembe is played using the hands, and there are 3 basic strokes. Whoa, look at that! It's cool!
So like for example, for this one, you can just use your whole hand and just drum on your desk and go through all of those and play along. And then the last one, we have some playing challenges, so go through all of them. Go to the easy, listen for the pattern first. When you got it, you can play along. And then medium, and then hard. Alright, so you're going to do the same thing for all 3 of these instruments. The djembe, you're going to go to the danoon and do the same thing. And since the danoon is another type of drum, you can also play with your hands for this instrument and go through all of the tabs on your own. Alright, and then our last one, our ahatse. And for the last one, if you did make your shaker from whatever materials you had, maybe it was an egg and spoons, maybe it was a little water bottle or a little food container, whatever you had, this is going to be great to play along with the ahatse. So since it is a type of shaker, you can just use your shaker to play along with these challenges. Alright, so that's it for our 3 instruments. So I want you to pause this video and go through the instruments on your own. And when you're done, I'm going to show you what else to do in the Pear Deck. Alright, so the next slide for Africa, we have a question here. Circle which 2 instruments are made out of gourds. So there was 1 instrument that was from Africa and 1 instrument that was from South America that are both made out of gourds. And then on this side, you can draw whatever your favorite instrument was. So let's say I'm gonna do my best to try to draw an ahatse here. All right, and then last one is our song of the week. All right, and you just have to listen to the song of the week and play along with this rhythm on the bottom. All right, and that's it. Let's go back to our checklist. When you're done with all of that, if you have time, you can do a little review Kahoot for fun. And then your assignment is just to make sure you fill out all of the blue Africa slides on your Pear Deck. And that's pretty much it. If you have any questions, just message me on Schoology.